Alright. Hello everybody and welcome to Toxic Geek Gaming. Tonight is going to be a very special night. We're going to be jumping in to a game of Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be running 5th edition and a homebrew campaign. I've got 4 wonderful adventurers with me today. Good friends and family of mine, willing to take this adventure on as we explore the world of Othlossis. So we are going to be diving into this campaign tonight, and I hope everybody has fun. Any questions, throw them up in chat. We will be watching chat and interacting with you guys as long as it does not interfere with the storyline. But alright, so some back history for Othlossis for everybody. About a century or so ago, this realm was completely at war with one another across 2 continents. One mostly ruled with the elven, more neutral type races, and the ones across the water that were ruled by orcs and goblins and some very evil races. The war ended whenever the queen of the elven lands and the king of the orc lands decided to meet and come up with a peace treaty. Basically what this came up to be is both lands worked well together now, and they have trade routes and have been working well for almost half a century. So the war is about half a century long. And some of our players were in that war at a young age, and we'll be hearing from their backstory soon enough. But none of them have a necessarily hatred for the races that are helping us out now. But the land of Othlossis has been overrun by something even more sinister and more evil. So we're going to have to wait and see how the story unfolds and see if they figure out what is going on in their homeland. So let's go ahead and jump over here and we'll continue the storyline once we pull up there. Alright guys, so this is our wonderful map that we had, just a quick image of the town that they are in on an overview map here. The town that they are starting in is called Jim Moore. Basically, it is a mining town not far off from the mountains and pretty close to the main river that runs through the forest here, known as Witchfire River. So the story starts where you are all in town. This is actually where you guys have lived for most of your lives without running around doing other things in the world, and have homes set up here, whether with your parents or on your own. And the story starts like every morning. You guys are getting up, you're getting ready to eat your breakfast, when all of a sudden, outside your guys' homes, you hear a man screaming, "You've got to help us! You've got to help us! This is horrible! We don't know what we're going to be doing!" Now, hearing this, what would my players like to do? Let's go ahead and flick it, or move it over to Flickering Flame. What would you like to do? So your house is closest to where this guy is running in the town. What would you do after hearing this?
I'd probably grab my equipment, go outside, and figure out what's going on.
Okay, so you're going to grab your equipment and go outside. So why don't you go ahead and tell chat, give us a little introduction to your character, what you are, and what you do, and where you came from.
I'm a combat medic rogue. I have been a soldier for many years, fighting the battle. I heal people. I make sure that they're safe and sound, and I don't know.
All right, yeah,
I'm
that's
kind
good.
of
That's
a little
good.
bit out there.
That's good. All right, so after you come out to investigate what's going on, perhaps your companion that lives with you, maybe he can tell us a little bit about what he's going to be doing.
I just grab my equipment and go out the door and slay the stupid guy for screaming.
All right, so you want to go out the door as well. All right, so
Stop him before he decides to slay the guy.
yes, of course. All right, so hearing all the commotion, those two are running outside. So let's go ahead and pass it over to who wants to go next, Arden or Nala? Which one of you guys would like to go?
Apparently Nala.
All right, Nala, what are you gonna do?
Gonna grab my weapons and head out.
Grab your weapons and head out. All right. And describe to us what your character is.
My character is a female Goliath, normally a wanderer trying to have beat my personal best on slaying monsters and stuff.
It's kind of like a monster slayer. That makes sense. All right, Arden. So what do you do?
I guess I will also hear the commotion, and then I will grab my stuff, and as Nala is leaving, I will floof into her hair. Because I am an elf. I mean, not an elf. I'm an elf. Shoot me. No, I'm a fairy. And apparently you are my mountain that I ride around on.
Okay, so fairy inside of Nala's hair. Awesome. So, as you guys adventure out into the street, the guy yelling is someone that you guys are all very familiar with. His name is Bill. He is not necessarily older, but a little bit older than you guys probably are. And he's running into town, and you guys know his routine usually every morning is to go out to the Witchfire River and get water for his family. And he is coming back. He looks pale as a ghost. You can tell he's got some scrapes on him, some cuts, and he's just screaming for help to anybody that will listen. What would you guys like to do?
Figure out what all the commotion is about.
All right, so you guys are going to go talk to him?
Yeah.
All right,
Ask
seeing
him.
you approach Flickering Flame, it kind of eases him a little bit. He knows your background of being a soldier, so he looks at you and goes, please help us. We can't even get to the river now. They're not letting us get any water. I don't even know how to describe what they are. All I know is there was a talking crow and some weird creatures out there not letting us get to the river. Please go help us get our water back. So what do you guys want to do after he tells you this information? Do you guys want to go out and investigate the river, or do you guys want to continue trying him for more answers?
Did something attack you along the way?
Not along the way, just whenever I was there trying to get my water.
What attacked you?
I don't even know how to describe it. It was kind of like a thorny looking tree. I don't even know.
Okay, with that information, would I know what it would be?
Give me a nature check. You guys are hearing this as well, so if you guys want to give a nature check, yeah, you guys can all roll nature checks. If someone has high enough, then we'll say, yeah, you know what it is.
I got 10. You gotta go to skills.
I can
Go
still
to nature. Hit nature.
17.
5.
Ooh, yell that.
All right. So,
trying to roll with the thing. Oh,
Go find.
so Nala rolls high enough. We'll say that already.
Click on the bot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Me.
You get it?
I don't know. Okay. Finally. Is it the +2? Okay. Okay.
I got a 5.
All right.
There we go. I got 20.
Oh, so Nala and Arden both recollect in their mind as the guy is talking about thorny looking trees. And based on their adventures in the world, obviously they were together and he's riding around on this Goliath while she's going around killing monsters. She might know everything that is going on in the realm. So with that knowledge and that nature check, you have a good feeling that it would be a needle. I think what they called now. Hang on one second here. I gotta look at my notes. Needle blight is what they are called in this realm. So you might have an idea of what the creatures you're going to be going into. Basically, they are basically imagine like a little bitty twig type creature with thorns coming off of it like a rose bush that can cut you up pretty bad if you get in a tussle with them.
Hey.
Needle blight.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. You put it
All right, so knowing that you guys might be walking into some needle blights, you know what you're going into. He also mentioned the talking crow. You guys want to go and see if you guys can rid what is going on down at the riverside, or would you like to do something else in town first?
I mean, obviously, I want to go after the beast.
So found him.
All right, so Nala's all for heading after them. Anybody else going?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going.
Yep. All right, so
Obviously, I'm stuck where
yeah,
we
it's, you're riding around on her head. Definitely riding around on her head. I understand that entirely.
I'm with you.
All right. So you guys adventure out of town. The river is but a mere maybe 10-minute walk for you guys to get to it. So it's just right through the woods. And then you guys start approaching the clearing where you guys would come up to the river. We'll go ahead and flip our map over to that scene here so you guys can see what's going on. Take you guys up there. All right. So this is where you guys are approaching the river. The bridge right in front of you guys will lead across it. And kind of off in the distance, you hear a little crackling of a fire to the southwest and some shuffling around. So what would you guys like to do?
Head towards the shuffling.
I don't know. We could always, I don't know, go invisible.
We go investigate.
Yeah.
We probably want to stealth our way up there, I would imagine.
Real stealth.
You guys gonna try to stealth your way up?
Are you gonna let me stealth?
I'll stealth too. I don't care.
Alright, so give me stealth
Okay.
checks.
I got an 18.
Wait, this stealth?
Alright, yeah,
Yeah.
you are highly stealth then if you rolled an 18.
You rolled a 19.
I got a 19.
Alright. So he's
What
stealth.
is it for stealth again?
You just go to the skill and hit stealth.
What stealth skill?
Down at the bottom.
No, it wouldn't scroll.
I'll say
anymore.
there is a skill called stealth on your character sheet, I promise.
17.
So you are stealth?
5.
Alright, so Nala is not stealth. So, knowing this, going ahead, are you guys going to move your full movement in that direction? Or how do you guys want to play this? So far to your southwest, you guys see two trees before you get to where you can actually see what's going on. You guys want to move up to those trees?
Yes.
I do.
Okay. Move you guys up here to these trees. And then Nala comes clunking along. Alright, and just so the chat knows, I will be doing my rolls on screen. This way you guys can actually see the rolls that I am making.
Note to self, have to move the.
Alright. You guys do not get seen. So you are good. So just before you guys, on the edge of the river, which let me do this and kind of show you guys where we're at. Alright, so just before you guys see two needle blights, which is off the description. They basically look like lumbering trees, limbs basically with thorns on them, and a dark figure that is dressed in black cloaks with a little bitty putrid type dragon sitting on his shoulder. What would you like to do?
I'd like to stop and listen for a second.
You gonna stop and
I'd
listen?
And I'd like to check for booby traps.
Well, there's no traps. You're out in the open, so you're good there. So as you're listening, basically what you hear as you're listening is you can observe for a while. You hear the crackling of the fire, the running of the stream, and the two needle blights kind of walking around back and forth to the river, back to the trees, kind of as if they're patrolling the area. And every once in a while, the cloaked figure will raise up a side of its cloak as if to point to somewhere, but there's no sound that you can hear coming from it. So now what would you like to do?
Let's say something. I say we set a trap.
Are you whispering that to your group?
Yeah.
Anybody have stuff to set traps?
I don't.
I don't think I do.
Nope. I'm pretty sure nobody does. No one took trap stuff, so.
I could attempt to put the cloaked one to sleep.
You could attempt.
If these are like his summons or anything, they would probably disappear if he passed out.
You gonna attempt that? How far is the range on that spell?
Range / area, it's 90 feet and by 20 feet.
I am like almost certain that you got that. Let me just. I am like 90% certain that you got that.
25, 30, 35. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely got that. Yep, you're golden. So yeah, you're gonna try to put it to sleep.
It's in a 20-foot radius around the area that I hit.
20-foot radius.
So I could probably get all of them, honestly.
All right. Feel ya.
But aim for the fire. But aim right about. Can I click? Can I like tell you where I want to go?
Yeah, hold down the mouse button, it'll show it.
Like if I hit about right here.
All right, so what you're basically going to be covering is this area in your sleep, basically. I don't know if you can see my green lines, but I threw green lines on there to cover about 20 feet.
I can see them.
Okay, yeah, about 20 feet would be about there, so yeah, if you want to try that, go for it. And let me know what the save is on that, because I do not remember what the sleep save.
It puts them to sleep for 1 minute. I know that much.
Is it a will save? Or is it a con save?
I'm looking. Oh, it's based on their hit points.
All right, what's the spell save?
There's no save on it. I just have to roll a thing. Apparently.
All right, so roll it and tell me what you get.
This says this spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
All right, I got you.
Ignoring unconscious creatures.
I got you. Not a problem. So roll them. Tell me how much hit points you can affect. What'd you roll?
Hold on. I'm adding everything up.
Now, let's make it easier. Did you get at least 14?
Well, I got over that.
All right,
I'm not
so
even done rolling yet.
as your spell goes off, the 2 needle
It's good.
blights The 2 needle blights fall asleep instantly. Like, they didn't stand a chance against sleep. But right as your spell hits and starts taking effect, you see the needle blights fall over, and the cloaked figure all of a sudden disappears and reappears right outside the spell range. And then turns to look at you. And as it looks at you, you guys see a beak on this thing. It almost looks like a crow is staring you down. And all you hear him say is these few words. Infidels?
Something else to sleep, by the way. Give me a second before you go saying that.
Alright. What else does it do?
Tell them so not to go to the rest.
Okay, now you're good.
Alright, so the 2 needle blights fall asleep. The bird-like creature basically teleports up on top of this rock, stares at you guys, and all you hear him say is, "You infidels really think that you should drink from my river?"
I'm still technically in your hair, so he doesn't know I'm there. Anyone else want to answer?
Go. Yeah, I do.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, you do? That's what you actually say? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Think I'm gonna drink from your river.
Well, there you go. Now he's looking at you. And then he goes, "You will be in more trouble."
At this point, I might as well just stalk forward.
You're gonna just stomp forward.
Yeah.
How far are you gonna go?
Well, I'm going to attempt to try to kill him. Is there
right.
anything that I can remember about his I don't know, defenses or other shit?
Alright, so as you lumber forward, I'm gonna put him here as well. Next, I'm gonna do this. Since he's technically in your hair, I'm gonna do this. He's there
And then
with you.
can I roll to remember anything about this guy's like defenses or anything that could help me?
So you want to roll a nature check to see if you can tell what he is?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you can do that.
Five.
Are you all gonna move forward at this point?
Since I'm right there with you, I'll roll 1 too.
All right. Well, I failed at that. I only got 3.
I got a 10.
Alright, you guys all, is everybody gonna move forward?
I got a 10.
I was just gonna ask if, since I'm a tabaxi and a rogue, is
Yep.
there any way I can like remember his scent and track him down?
No, I forgot. We can actually move our characters.
You
Okay,
can
no,
attempt to.
just let him do it.
Okay. My HP disappeared. I'm dead.
What's your AC again? Or, yeah, what's your AC order?
13.
Yeah, I forgot. I set your character as a drawing, and whenever I erase drawings, it gets rid of it.
He erased me from existence, then he
I
brought
did.
me back.
I did. I completely did. All right. So, yeah, if you want to try to pick up a scent, you can. Basically, what I'll tell you, his scent. Basically, so you're gonna get close enough to try to smell him for starters, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll say you move up here as well. Is Stone gonna move up?
Yes, I move up.
All right. So he'll move up as well. So as you get closer, you get a strong sense of very murky, distilled, nasty water coming from him. And as far as your guys' nature checks, you can tell it's some type of humanoid bird race. not really native to these parts too often and don't know much else about it.
So he smells like a
I got a
swamp.
13 on the nature check.
Nature check.
Mm-hmm.
So you will remember from reading some nature books about a bird race that looks kind of like a crow, and you basically remember reading the words kinku.
Kinku?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 15.
All right, so you remember about what she does. You remember the name being kinku, so you can look up more stuff on it later, but don't know a whole lot about it.
Well, I do know that he's a Kinku and he smells like sewage.
So how long does your sleep last for, by the way?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Minute? Okay. So as you guys are moving closer and everything, he sees you and he goes, you hear him breathing kind of heavy, and then the little dragon on his shoulder kind of goes up in the air, and then you see him kind of reach up what you would expect to be like a feather. It's kind of a mixture of a feather and a hand, and it simply goes, grabs the foot of this dragon, and about that time they both just vanish.
So
Wow.
are the spiky things gone, or do we need to stab them while they're asleep?
They're asleep still.
Let's just throw them in the fire.
You want to pick them up, throw 'em in the fire?
Says the
Yeah.
fairy that can't even pick up anything.
Can we throw them in the fire, please?
I mean,
Please,
you have
Noah?
two colossals. I think you guys can easily pick these guys up and throw them in the fire if you really want to.
Well, the problem
I
is
mean-
it's the fairy talking about this, not the 7-foot person.
Please.
He's asking if you guys will pick them up, throw them in the fire.
I'm
Were
asking
you people
Noah.
on the fire?
Yeah, I'll pick them up them.
All right, so Stone will go over to this one. Nala goes over to this one. You guys pick these things up, throw them into the fire. They wake up on fire, screaming bloody murder, and they are going to take a swipe at both Nala and Stone as they are basically finishing their life being on fire. With the one last breath, they basically swing at them just to try to do anything to them, basically. So
Did they hit?
let's find out. All right, the first one goes ahead and swipes at Stone, and he rolls a 12, which is a miss.
Yeah, that's a definite miss.
The next one will swing at Nala. 22.
Oh damn, it hit.
Damn.
Oh my god.
That one hits. All right.
Plus, that would probably took less time than it would have actually fighting them.
Nala.
No, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's Nala.
For a whopping 5 damage, Nala.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's bad. You only have 12 health. Now you're down to 7.
And a 7
But they're
HP.
dead.
They're dead.
And
yeah.
they are dead. They are very much dead.
Yeah, they are good. They should better be. Or I'll stab them with my sword and have.
So as they, basically what happens to describe the scene. So both the Colossals walk up, pick up these almost human-sized branches with needles coming out of them, picks them up, throws them into the fire. As they burst into flames, you just kind of hear this, and they swipe out one of their claws at them, and basically missing Stone, just ricocheting off that chainmail armor, doing nothing. The one swipes at Nala, ripping some skin off, basically, with these thorn-like branches, and doing 5 damage to it.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Nola.
They made us-
Nola, right?
And the sound that they made while they were on fire, while it sounded like screaming, it sounded like it could have been a lot more as well. Anybody want to give me a perception check? See if you guys can figure anything out?
And they do summon more. I swear to God.
I got a 20.
Oh, so
24
yeah,
what?
you're definitely going to hear it.
I got a 20 also.
Oh yeah, you're going to hear it.
Perception check.
Oh yeah, you're down here because you're in Nala's hair.
No.
I gotta remember that.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah, I'll play it then.
That one.
Then your skills.
Oh, he got a 20 on the die.
Oh, natural
Yeah,
20.
22.
Nice. And
10.
what Nala get?
10.
Sure you don't want to roll real dice?
All right. So, you guys are hearing from across the river what sounds like more shuffling coming in your direction.
Darn it. More life to burn. Right? I told ya. I told ya. I should have just cut them in.
You guys gonna wait for them to come, or do you have anything else in mind?
I think
From
we
which
need
direction?
to back up.
From which direction? Nala asked.
From which direction across the river?
Oh. Well, we
Um,
might want to retreat just a little bit so that we're not along the banks of the river.
So you guys want to go back to the tree line again?
I think we need to retreat back, do a short rest, and then come back.
Go all the way back to town?
Not to town, just in the woods.
You're only 10 minutes outside of town, so if you don't go all the way back to town, they'll probably be able to find you.
True. I don't think
But do you really want to risk them getting to town?
That's the question, do you?
I say we stay
I'm
up.
just saying going back because, I mean, other than across the river, we don't know where all they could end up coming from. Even if we kill those, we might want to go back just a little bit.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
And probably, even though the fire probably attracts them, so.
Or it makes them run away.
Well, they were right next to the fire in the first place. I see.
The person that was with them was there.
Wait a minute. We're near a river, right? Why don't we take some water and put out the fire?
As you guys are
I mean, they
kind of
already saw
retreating
the
back,
fire.
as you guys are retreating back, you guys start hearing the shuffling sound like it went across the river. And then you guys kind of hear this weird sound of branches kind of like crackling a little bit.
Branches crackling. From where?
Down where you encountered the Kenku and the needle blights.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm assuming it sounds like more of what we had already heard.
Yeah.
Well, I see the only place that they could get across would be the bridge.
Well, no, they already did go across, Casey. They're right there now.
Oh. Did they roll for swimming?
They got across somehow.
They probably made themselves in the bridge and grass.
That's fine. They could
Or
probably
maybe they just walked along the bottom. May never know. Alright, so where are you going from here? You guys gonna go back to town, or are you gonna go investigate to see if you can see what's going on there?
I say
You can only cast sleep once.
Oh no. It's a pact ability.
I say we
Pact magic.
I guess we probably need to know if they even notice us where we're at right now. Because if they notice
They don't
us,
sound like
then
they're
we-
coming towards you. As you guys are making up your mind, you retreated back to where you entered in to be able to get close enough to see the map anyway. And you don't hear them coming towards you.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, I only have one slot to use a level 1 spell. So, I mean, the only other thing I can use is Fairy Fire, but that would just give you guys advantages to being able to hit them.
No, if you
I
use
can use
fairy
that once
fire,
without spending a spell slot.
if you use fairy fire, does that mean we can't actually be in your way whenever you use it? So you have to use it while all of us are behind you, or
It's a 5 foot
Fairy Fire's
radius.
range is 60 feet.
Yeah, it's range. It's just a 5 foot radius of the spell. Just like imagine fireball going off. Anything in the blast is gonna get hit.
It doesn't do damage to anyone. It just makes it to where
They glow if they don't pass this.
and it's only the targets that I choose in the area that get hit with it.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. So that's good.
Okay,
'Cause, like-
so that way I can stealth behind him and he can use that, and I can go.
Well, it says each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light, your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. Now that's a creature, so I don't know what that specifies. Is that just any like enemy type?
Yeah, creatures are anything living. Is the definition of a creature.
Okay. So yeah, I could still technically affect you. But if I go first, it won't matter.
So you guys are regrouping. You're gonna take a small rest here.
Yeah. I would
Alright.
say so, because we need Debbie to heal up a little bit.
With a short rest, you can roll your hit dice and regain that many hit points.
Because like literally, I could make my way inside of that tree near them. I could cast it, and as long as I'm concentrating, it won't go away. Or even if I lose concentration, it lasts up to 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I could make them start glowing before you guys even charge in if I'm in the trees.
Okay, so how long of a rest and what die do I?
You roll your hit dice.
You are a D8 die type, I think, aren't you? Or are you a D10? No,
Oh.
Ranger's a D10.
D10.
Yeah. This one. Oh, nope, that's a D100.
Mm.
Click right there. Damn it.
So how much do you get back?
What? Why does it look like it says 7, but it says only 2?
Oh no, here. Let's.
You need to look at the
Yeah, well, it is 2 now.
roll the 2.
Yep.
So it means you go up by 2.
Mm.
And
Got it.
can I roll for medicine to see if I can assist with that healing?
You have a med kit.
I do.
And remember, med kits can only be used once per day. For short or long rest.
I thought it was once per rest.
Yeah, once
Can
per
I
rest.
do nature to see if there's anything to assist, so she doesn't have to waste her med kit right now?
I mean, if you don't have anything to help heal, then medicine won't do any good for you.
Nature check. There's stuff around us.
Okay, roll it.
Heck, I'll roll with them.
Now, are you going to roll or are you going to assist him? If you assist him, I'll give him advantage.
Okay,
I'm
I already got a
assisting him.
17. So if she wants to assist me, that would add on to the 17.
No, I'd give you advantage if you wanted to
Give me
do that.
advantage. Oh,
I rolled
either
an
way
8.
works.
Alright, so we'll say you found something. And it gives her an extra 2. Puts her 1 HP lower than what she would need.
Okay.
Oh, so we don't have to roll medicine to help her with that?
No, I mean, it's only 1 more point, so there's no point.
Okay.
Alright, so what are we going to do?
Use the forest.
What's the plan?
What's the plan?
Well, I guess our stealthy ones should at least be probably trying to go around, and then
I can't move my character anymore.
I told you just.
I rolled a natural 20 on stealth. Like
There
I
you go.
27.
All right, so where are you moving to?
I'm moving up behind him.
Here?
Inside the tree.
Or you want to start coming around this way?
Start coming around
Alright.
that way.
I'm
That's okay.
probably gonna head straight, but my stealth is at 18.
Oh, well, you roll good stealth. That. Okay. And what's Stone do? Is he just going to charge in? Or is he going to try to be stealthy?
I'm gonna do.
I would say
Stone-
charge him.
Stone could charge in after I light them up.
No, that's not distraction. What does he have to roll if he's just charging in?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay,
Because
you're just charging in.
technically, as long as they don't see me, my
It's
fairy
right.
fire
It's right.
shouldn't initiate combat.
So we'll let him go ahead and do his fairy fire first. We'll see if he gets that off. And then we'll have Stone charge in. Stone can get all the way up to the enemies and not attack them first round. He can do a full charge, get in there so they can see him. So
Good
Accidentally
shot.
going off of my character sheet.
Can I roll?
That's deception.
are you gonna cast fairy fire on him,
No.
Arden?
Man.
Use. Okay. They have to beat a 19 to not be affected.
Versus what? DC DC is 19 of what stat?
Well, for me, since I got to choose my magic thing, it would be charisma.
Charisma? Alright. Let's see what they can do. So the charisma. First one rolls a 19.
But it didn't beat it.
Did not. And the next one rolls a 15. So what color is your fairy fire, good sir?
They're gonna be highlighted with blue this go around.
Blue. They did not want it that big.
It's up here.
1 foot.
I don't know why it lets you choose different colors, but yeah, whatever.
Alright, so fairy fire is on them.
Oh, they also shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay, that's good to know. It's not dark right now, it's still daylight because you guys were just eating breakfast whenever you headed out here. So it's still pretty good.
That
All
can
right.
be helpful for nighttime enemies. Also, any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible also.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so Stone runs in, and now we will say, give us an initiative roll, everybody, so that we can see how everything is going to go for the turn order.
Initiative is on top right there. Yep.
That?
I got 15.
That?
No, this.
Oh, initiative.
No, you rolled it. 12.
Is it good or bad?
You can actually just press initiative.
I can just press initiative.
Alright, what's everybody's rolls?
10 for me.
5.
Who'd you the height?
15.
Well,
And Stone is 12.
And then Nala said you had 5.
Yeah, I had 5.
Okay. All right, so Flickering, you are first. And then Stone's on deck.
Who's first?
No, or Flickering, sorry. I think I said Nala, but Flickering is up first.
No,
Flickering Flame.
Question, Bridget.
Yeah.
Is there any-
Why?
So how do you want to play this out?
I'm dealing with a question. I'm sorry. You don't have animal handling.
These aren't animals anyway. So you're gonna try to
Okay.
walk up and stab this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him in the back with my short sword.
Okay. Which is easy enough to do because they saw Stone running in. Their attention's kind of on him. So I'll go ahead and give you that attack bonus as well for the sneak attack. So what did you...
Give me a second. Actions. Short sword. Oh, I guess I have to roll a d20 first, don't I?
Yeah. You have to roll your attack first.
Let's see.
On your character sheet, you should have an attack button.
That's what I'm looking for.
It'll be
Is
under
it,
attacks.
next to
and
my
then,
actions.
yeah, it should be under actions, and then it should show your short swords. And whenever you click it, it should do an attack, I believe.
I did an 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
So basically, you come over this little rock, sneak up behind this when a Stone runs in, and how would you like to play this out?
Just kind of like stab him in the back and slide down.
Alright, so, like, slide down the rock?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you're sliding down the rock, you pierce your swords into this thing's back, instantly killing it. Alright, Stone, what are you gonna do?
I'll do great sword.
Attack with your great sword, okay.
I got a 11.
That's a miss, but you can attack with advantage because of the fairy fire, so roll it again.
Roll it again.
22.
Was that with bonuses 22?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, roll your damage.
How do I do that?
You hit this right here.
Okay, got it. Nine.
Alright. How do you want to describe this thing dying?
I literally just take my sword up and chop its head, like chop
It's got a
head,
head.
I know. I chop its head, like in the middle of it, like chopping its head in half.
Alright, so basically you bring up your great sword, bring it down, slicing this branch, just kind of like a piece of wood sitting there, and then it splits in two with a cracking sound as it falls to the ground. And whenever these two died, you notice because you ran in and killed them, and they thought they can handle you, they didn't make a sound.
Wait, what?
So, now what would you guys wish to do now that you've ridden all the needle blights from this camp?
We probably should, I don't know, investigate a little bit more around the river, make sure there's nothing there, and then report back to the old guy and tell him, hey, you can get water now.
Alright, so as you investigate the river, I will say there was a little tent set up here. Inside the tent was just a bedroll and a little bit of rations, so you guys get like an extra day's worth of rations out of this tent. And then inside there was spread out around the floor leaves, but the leaves don't seem to match the leaves that are on the trees in this area. And then as you investigate further up and down the river, it seems like everything is all clear.
And I roll to figure to if I remember where these leaves would be, like we're from these particular trees.
You can try. I would say give me either a nature or a history.
Okay. Okay, this thing just keeps rolling random shit. Wait a second. $14.
As far as you can tell, they are leaves from a tree, but you're not sure exactly where from.
You keep doing
I
that.
got 19 on nature.
You got a what?
I got a 19 on nature.
You also cannot tell where these leaves are from.
Do we have to roll a 20? Do we have to roll 20 or something? Did you roll, Bridget?
No, I didn't roll.
I don't know what's going on. This thing is.
It's just rolling random ones for her.
I don't know what it's doing. It's fucking up.
You sure you don't want to roll regular dice?
No, it's doing it all by itself. I don't even have to press anything.
You gotta twist.
Anyway.
Oh, what?
All right. So after spending a little bit of time walking up and down the river, making sure everything is all clear, you guys then head back to Jim Moore, and some of the townspeople are still outside kind of waiting for you guys to return, especially some friends and family. And as they see you approaching, you see them all start cheering a little bit. Thank God that you guys weren't harmed or hurt, and ask what happened.
You did. You don't listen. You don't listen.
Anybody want to recollect what happened to the city?
Wait, what?
But you're not
Do you want
listening.
to tell? Do you want to tell the town folks what happened?
Or do you want to keep it to ourselves? So none of us
Forever?
know? I'm saying we keep it to
What, do
ourselves.
we really want to tell them that there's a mysterious being that tried to stop them from having water and that we have no freaking clue if it's going to come back with more of those things?
I don't know if that's a good idea. Do they have I don't know, a mayor?
You guys have like an elder, basically, of your town.
Village elder?
Yeah.
Should probably at least inform them,
Okay.
but not the town folk.
So the elder's still in his building out towards the backside of town. So you want to go there and be like, so what are you going to tell the townsfolk then?
We'll tell them that we
What's going on, Shadow
you
Dragon?
know,
We had
we
no
killed the
one to watch.
creatures that were there.
That you killed the creatures that were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So technically, it's not a lie.
Okay, yeah, I feel you, I feel you.
It's not a lie at all. We did kill the creatures that were there.
Okay, so you tell the townsfolk to kill the creatures that are there, and then you head back to the elder's house. So
We told
as
them part of the truth, just not the full
part of the truth. Yes, exactly. So as you guys get to the elder's building, a lot of the townsfolk have kind of dispersed now, went back inside, went on with their daily lives, as they always do. And you guys get to the elder's building, you walk in, and there is a beautiful young girl sitting at a table out front, asking how she might help you again.
Well, since someone went to, are you coming back?
Yes,
Yeah,
right
okay.
here.
I'm gonna answer, but I'm still in her hair. Yes, we would like to speak with your village elder.
Talking hair.
You said
That's
village
different.
elder.
No, she looks at you and goes, talking hair. That's interesting.
I mean, she's facing towards her, so I don't know how she would hear the voice exactly, but
Well, you gotta think too. This is like a normal elf, maybe 5'5", and this Goliath's a lot taller, and you're on top of her.
I mean, they'd at least be able to tell that it didn't come out of her mouth.
Yeah, exactly. So she's
Well,
like,
we're
that's kind of weird.
ventriloquist. talking hair. That's
At that
neat.
point, they'd probably ask, "What the frick is in your hair?"
All right, so she goes, he's in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
I suppose and just tell him it's urgent.
Okay. Hang on just one second. And then she goes back there and she comes back, just like moments later, comes back and goes, Were you the adventurers that went outside of town to fix the river issue?
Was she talking to us?
Yes. They're talking to you guys.
Was that a question? What?
Was that a question? I don't know if it was.
He asked if you guys were the adventurers that went to fix the problem at the river.
Yes. We fixed the problem. However, we have another problem we need to discuss with the mayor.
Ah,
Or whatever.
yes. Follow me. And she kind of like hunches over a little bit, walks you guys back to the mayor's room. And as you guys go in, you notice the elder, or the mayor, as you guys keep calling it, is sitting at this nice maple desk, and sitting across from him seems like a middle-aged man, elven man, in full armor, dressed like, green tunic on over top the armor with trees on it, and wearing the sigil of your kingdom, basically, or your realm that you're in. And sitting across from him as they are discussing some stuff. And the elder kind of looks up and goes, "Ah, yes, they are here. What would you guys wish to do?"
Oh, one, he sounds very relieved to see us. So what do you think?
We have to tell him what's going on. I don't know if we should tell him in front of this other person that's there, but 'cause I don't know who that other person is.
Yeah, they could be a narc.
Alright, so basically what happens is the elder looks at you guys and go, Is the river safe again?
That's what we have to discuss with you.
For now.
Depends on what you mean by safe.
Yes, I see. Well, guys, this here is Sir Knight Ellengar. He comes from the keep. They are currently looking for assistance. I figured you guys, being the bravest and youngest of the town, might be willing to lend them a hand.
Doing
Oh,
what?
And about this time, the knight stands up, looks at you guys, and goes, "There are great dangers attacking the lands right now. Strange things are happening all over, both here and the swamps. The Orc Kingdom has reached out to us as well, because they are under attack just as much as we are. There's definitely a new force taking over right now."
Yes, there's a magical bird man running around.
Magical Birdman.
Oh, and we're gonna tell the narc.
We
We
haven't
didn't know who he was, but now we know.
heard anything about a bird, but the wildlife has been acting really strange, and almost as if some plants have been coming to life.
Hey,
Legitimately, there was a cloaked figure with a beak that
I
was
think
talking to us.
Wait, caca, how dare you try to be worthy of drinking my water, narc.
it was
I
a
heard-
Kiku.
I heard one of you say Kinku, and you said that it spoke.
It did.
Kinkus do not speak.
This
Well,
one
that-
did.
That's why I just told you it was a bird man. Because
No. There's something definitely wrong here. Kinkus can mimic sounds and words of other people, but themselves do not have their own language.
Well, it is either under the control of somebody else who can cause it to speak as such, or
Or it's just really good at Polly want a cracker.
I say the first.
does it make sense?
I say, the ancient beasts have not hasn't been discovered yet.
So after listening to you guys go back and forth a little bit, he goes, "This is strange. I haven't had reports of this." And he goes, "I must get back and inform the keep immediately of this finding. Please listen to what the elder has to say and meet us at the keep as soon as you can." And then you see him kind of push by you guys, go out the door. He gets on a horse right outside and just takes off as fast as he can.
Hey, great, the narc left.
Shut up. He's in charge of protecting more than just this land, so we already know that he's not just some random person.
As the elder, as he leaves, and you guys are kind of still going back and forth about this, the elder goes, "I thank you guys for helping out the town, but I feel your services are needed much more. You could be a lot more help in other places." And then you see him kind of like with a little bit of like old parchment in his hands. He just keeps looking down at it and he goes, This is from the Queen herself, asking for us to send any able people we have to help. We thought when the war ended that our lives would get back to normal, and they have. Not so long ago. And now this? Why? Why can we not live our lives in peace?
These are dangerous times.
So he's offering you guys the parchment, and as you guys look at it, it's basically the full map of the area, and it's basically says call to arms, any able body, report to the keep for training immediately. The world is in peril. It's basically all that it said. And you guys know to get to the keep, it's approximately a 24-hour journey to get there on foot. And your small town really doesn't have a stable or anything to offer horses or anything to go to. It's more of a mining town. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, there's no horses, so obviously we have to go on foot.
Do you guys want to leave immediately, or do you want to rest in town first, recuperate, and leave at dawn? Or do you guys want to travel by night and leave at night?
I say leave at dawn.
Yeah, I say
Alright, so you guys want to rest up still?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
basically, alright, so you guys can rest up here. Basically, it's still only about midday. It's not even quite noon yet. So, you've got plenty of time to spend the rest of the day gathering your things, coming up with stuff. How would you like to spend your day before you go and rest?
see if I can try finding a bird around to, be our eyes in the skies whenever we need it.
There's all kind of birds around, but I don't know that any of them will help you out. They're wild creatures.
What about animal handling?
You do not have good enough animal handling. I mean, you have some, but I don't know if it's good enough to be able to work with a bird because you don't even communicate with animals very well. You don't have speak with animals.
I know, but should I try at least?
I mean, you can. I'm not going to say it's going to work.
Okay. So I look for a bird, and I roll animal handling. I get a 3, and I got a 5.
All right, so yep,
Pilot.
you don't find anything. What would you guys like to do with the rest of your day?
Unless the ferry needs some kind of supplies or another, I might as well just go train.
I say Bridget steals everything.
Where are you going to train at?
Probably on the outskirts of the village.
All right, so you just want to go kill stuff, or?
Well, I guess I could kill something for rations, but
So she wants to go kill stuff for rations. I get that. All right, and what are you gonna do? Flickering flame.
Um, Probably gonna get me something to eat.
Yeah.
Get some rations for later on.
Okay. You
And
should have 10 days worth of troll rations on your character already. So should be good
oh, okay.
there.
Well, then, very good.
Maybe we like fresh
Make
meat.
good.
All right, so Nala's gonna go and try to get some food. What are you gonna do, Arden? You gonna follow her around?
I am going to see if we can't get our hands on a more detailed map from the Elder's place.
From the Elder's place?
Then you'd have to come out from my hair, and then they get
That's
to be a random
true.
fairy coming around.
Never mind. No, wait.
That's why I
I
said
can
it.
sneak in. I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with you. I don't like people.
That's why I said unless the fairy has plans, I was going to do that.
Yes. We'll go get rations.
You keep forgetting you're not normal
wait!
size.
Before we go to get rations, I want to do a druidic craft. It's a cantrip because I don't want us to go out in like horrid weather. So I'm gonna do you create a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts the weather will be in your location for the next 24 hours.
So you can pretty much tell that the weather itself is going to be pretty nice and sunny. Normal day here in the forest, so you should be good.
Okay, over the next 24 hours, we should be good then.
Yeah, next 24 hours you should be good. And if you leave at dawn, you'll be back by dawn the next day, so... Alright, not a problem. So, what would you guys like to hunt for while you're going out for your rations?
How about some deer?
You're not there.
I know. I'm just trying to give advice.
I think bird.
I can distract our
No,
prey with
deer.
this as well, because you can randomly do following leaves, a puff of wind,
Some kind of bigger
sound of a small animal, or the faint odor of skunk. So I can help you by distracting things too, for while we go get provisions. Druid craft does a lot of things. A lot of little things, but a lot of things. So I could help distract prey.
So what are you gonna go for?
At most prey, any kind of sound and whatnot doesn't usually attract them. It usually sends them running in the other direction.
Exactly. You put it the opposite direction of where you are.
So do you guys want to go try to hunt down some wild animals?
Yeah, something bigger than, rabbits, birds, and whatnot. And
At least deer.
So you want to go out towards the river and go hunting?
sure.
Go ahead and move back over to the river map so we can see everything. And I got the perfect creature in mind for you guys. And delete these tree rights that we're not using anymore. Move you guys up here. All right. Well, it's good to see you, Stacks. Thanks for stopping by. Let me find a token for it. So as you guys are approaching the area, you hear some rustling in the bushes coming just north of where you are now. So like right about in here, you guys hear some rustling. What is it you would like to do? Yeah, right there.
Do we have to roll stealth?
You're not there. You're in town. They went hunting.
No, I went hunting with them.
Oh, you went hunting with them?
I thought I was going with them.
I can
You
throw you in
said
there
you
with
were
them.
going hunting. You did not say with. That.
I can throw you in there with them.
But it works.
I mean, yes, it works. I'm just saying that's probably why there's confusion.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Bring on the kitty cat.
I'm bringing on the kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Well, you know, just as long as the cat doesn't try to eat me, we're good.
No, I'm not.
So, you say Stone goes with you guys since you guys, since he's looking for a bird anyway?
Yeah.
You looking for a what?
A bird. He's trying to friend a bird, even though he doesn't have to speak to animals, so.
Trying to befriend a bird.
Trying to befriend a bird. Alright, so.
We're gonna be the animals.
Alright, what are you guys going to do? You hear rustling in this tree bush up here. And some thick grass. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
I'll fully check it out.
Okay. So you're gonna just move forward and check it out?
Yeah.
Wait, my turn.
So as you guys get to about right here,
Shouldn't we surround the bush?
before you could, jumping out of the bush, there's a couple boars.
Boars!
Boars.
Boars have such boorish behavior. Dun-dun-dun.
Hope they can hear you.
Haha.
Oh, really? You hope they can hear me?
Alright.
That's
Roll-
such a gem.
Let's roll initiatives.
I rolled a 9.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 20.
We roll the two boars.
Well,
So I got 22.
cool.
I rolled a nat 20 on initiative.
9 and 5.
Nat 20 on initiative's like the worst place. You want to roll a nat 20?
Alright, Flickering, you rolled a 9. Is that what you said? Flickering Flame, did you say 9?
I rolled a 9.
What about me? Should I roll? Or am I not there?
You're
Should I
there.
roll it? Or did you?
You said initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Okay. Arden's probably
Oh.
going first.
Well, I can't use poison on them because we want to eat them.
So he rolled a 10. What'd you roll, Nala?
12.
12.
Wait, what'd I roll?
He wasn't talking about you. He already knows you're going first.
Oh,
Stone rolled a 10. Alright. So,
Stone rolled a 5.
oh, a 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Arden, you're up first. Nala, you're on deck.
okay. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast
On which one?
on the one in front of us.
Okay.
What was it? What?
So you're gonna see a beam of.
There it is.
Hold on. Well, it's not really a beam. It's more like force energy.
And we're going to
That's
say it's
okay.
actually more like this. Because you're actually in Nala's hair, so.
Yeah, it's force energy gonna be coming out of her.
Yeah! Basically, from atop the Goliath, you just see like a beam of energy shoot out right at the boar.
Yeah, it's instantaneous, range of 120 feet. And I get to roll for that, so. Okay, there's a 22 hit.
22 definitely hits.
What are you doing?
7 damage.
Alright, so the beam of energy crackles out of this giant Goliath's head. and hits this boar. Like a burst of light happens, and the boar kind of goes, ah! Like squeaks, hops back, and just looks at this thing like, what the hell just happened?
All it knows is you looked at it and it got hurt.
Yeah, basically, the thing looked at it and it got hurt. Because we can't see the fairy on top of this 7-foot giant when it's like 2 foot off the ground. Alright, what are you doing, Nala?
Well, might as well follow up with my sword.
Perfect idea.
Oh
Moving up.
yeah, we didn't discuss what we were doing with my dual weapons exactly. How are we?
Technically, you get a bonus action as 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, if you have 2-weapon fighting, then yeah, you get a bonus action.
That's what I was going to ask you about.
Okay. Alright, so. Oh, well. I critted one. Might as well be the one that he already shot at, or.
Oh yeah, the one that you're... I figured you were moving up and going after him. You said you were following up, so I thought you'd go after the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, you crit. How much damage you do?
Okay.
Wait, you rolled a 20 to hit, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 20 to
Mhm.
hit.
Yeah, nat 20. And then you have...
5. Anyway, so the damage is.
Oh, it already did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's crit 7, I guess.
Alright, how would you like to do it? Describe the scene.
I don't know. I'm guessing it got shot at and then a sword cleaved it.
Okay, so basically, the light beam comes out of the head, crackles into the boar, making it jump back. Nala will come forth to take out her sword, wipe down onto its head, and it just does this nice, clean cut as it falls to the ground dead.
And we're already halfway done butchering it.
Exactly. Alright. Stone, you're up.
We get the feat that lets you do things. This one you just don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack.
Hmm.
You got one more boar, you're gonna walk up and attack it?
What are you talking about?
Stone.
I thought I went first.
No.
Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry, I got you backwards on the tracker. Yeah, you go first.
One.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah. I used my short sword.
At least you can still
Okay.
do that.
Because it's one's a bonus action, and a bonus action doesn't happen when if you have to like
Yeah,
move.
That hits. $14 will hit. Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
4.
Okay. That it for you?
Then when using my short swords, do I get the bonus attack for the
Do you-
2-weapon hand fighting?
Do you have 2-weapon fighting on your character sheet?
It says bonus action 2-weapon fighting.
Yep. So yeah, you do.
Okay. So I hit it again.
Okay, what'd you roll?
1.
Ah, 1.
You rolled a natural 1.
Rolled a natural 1.
Is that bad?
So you swing with your main hand, connect doing some damage. You swing wildly with your second hand, miss, and as you miss, the boar will come in and try to bite you as well.
Please miss, right?
Above you.
That's not attacking.
Oh, no.
The damage on you.
13 misses.
I got
Misses,
lucky.
misses.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, so Stone, what are you gonna do? You gonna run up and attack it?
Yep, I used great sword.
Okay.
I did. Not rolling. Up. Weapon common. It won't let me roll my dice.
I'm gonna exit out and come back in.
Okay. No, not a problem.
A little bit.
Okay, what do I get? What do I get? I got a 4.
That's a miss.
Nice.
No, I got
9
1.
is a miss.
No. I guess I don't get second flash then.
Alright, so now the boar's turn. He is gonna come back up flickering flame. And miss. Roll the 2. Alright, Arden, you're back up.
Edged blast.
What are these stupid bars?
I
Okay.
really love the fact that that's a cantrip.
Bridget. They took a whole. They took a.
Does 16 hit?
16 hits.
What does it hit?
10 damage.
Alright, so as you Eldritch Blast this one, the bolt of energy goes down, hits this boar, and just basically a flash of light goes off, and as the light fades, the boar's just laying on the ground dead.
Like
You
Goku?
look at it. All you do is look at things and they die.
Basically, what it looks like. So I say with these two boars, you guys can go ahead and add 10 rations to your character sheet. I think, yeah, 2 boars could probably make you guys about 40 days worth of rations. If it's prepared properly.
10 rations apiece. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're fairly
Told
big
you we
boars.
wanted fresh meat.
Oh, we definitely got it.
Yeah. Then you guys can spend the rest of your day, you know, preparing the meats and preparing your rations, drying them and salting them and getting them all ready. Alright, so what else would you guys like to do with the little bit of time you have left before you head to bed?
I'll go to you.
Or are you just all going to prepare the meats?
Rations actually is an item.
I know.
Add to item. Oh yeah.
You can actually just up the quantity.
Yeah.
So
Did
Goku
we
is
already
bad.
have rations?
Yes, we already had rations. You just go down the list, click rations 1 day, and when you click on it, it'll have quantity of 10, and then you plus it until it's 20.
Yep.
Wow. Very good.
Alright, so you guys will finish out your day preparing your guys' meats and your sacks, getting ready for your big adventure. You all get a full day's rest, so you'll be full health, full spell list, everything for the next day. You guys get up in the morning, say your goodbyes, eat your breakfast, and head out of town. What time would you like to say you guys are heading out?
Say early in the morning, so we can have an advantage of getting there closer.
Alright, so early in the morning, what, about like 10, 9?
Click
Yeah,
here.
like-
Here.
Oh my god, I wasn't wearing my leather. My armor is 13.
Ooh, no. If you want to, you can hit long rest. Take one rest.
Already did.
Counts down.
I already did my hit points thing.
Okay, did you put on your leather armor?
Find it out, Bridget.
Um,
I've made that mistake before in D&D Beyond, so don't feel bad.
Her
What?
AC is actually 13, so you might have to change that.
I forgot to put on the leather thing.
Yeah, I forgot to put armor on before too on D&D Beyond. I feel you. That's what I'm saying. I got you.
Don't forget to wield your weapon.
I already wielded
I've
my
done that
weapons.
before.
That I remembered.
I've done that before.
I've done that one too. Yep, I've done all that. D&D Beyond is great when it works. All right, so now, what time do you guys head now? You guys think about 9-ish? All right, so you guys will gather up all your things. You guys will do all your morning tasks. Head out into the woods. You guys will go. Basically, the direction that you're going to be heading is mostly north. Maybe with a slight bit of west thrown in there. If you look at the actual map, it is just here, let me actually do this. I can actually show this to players. Show to everyone. So there you go. Now you guys can see the full map. You guys can get a good view of it. So basically what it is, you guys are here and you are traveling to here.
See that?
Here to here is where you're traveling to. So it's about 24-hour journey for you guys to get there.
So we're where?
You are here
We're here. Look. Here.
Okay.
and you're traveling to here.
I know that. Thank you.
Alright, so it takes about 24 hours to get there. You guys are leaving about 8. If you travel for 24 hours straight, don't stop, don't sleep, go all night long, you guys will be there by 8 the next day as long as you don't run into any trouble. Or do you guys want to go about halfway, find a good clearing, and set up camp? What would you prefer?
I say the first one.
I say halfway.
We're voting on just trying to make the whole trek in one go or halfway.
What happens if we make it all in one go again?
You'll be tired because you'll be traveling for 24 hours straight.
Oh, yeah, halfway.
So halfway?
Halfway.
All right. So about halfway through the woods, you guys find a nice clearing that you can set up camp. There's a little pond. Seems like fresh water. Some mushrooms. You guys can even cut some mushrooms down. Start you guys a nice campfire. Cook some mushrooms and some of your rations. And have a nice little meal. Maybe set up at a nice little camping area. So where would you guys like your camp to be?
Around near close to the water, so we have a water supply when we wake up.
Are you paying attention?
We're here.
We're here. Okay. I'm working on the burgers. So.
Okay.
So, where would you guys like to set up your camp?
A trippy acid trip through mushroom forest.
We got ourselves a little campfire here. Where would you like to set?
In all honesty, right here would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
That way we're close enough to the water, but also have like this stuff blocking stuff. I'm guessing this is blocking stuff.
No, it's just the mushrooms.
Okay, so we at least have one side where nothing can go after us.
Now that's just
Right
a
away.
fallen log.
Yeah, I mean it'd be harder for them to like at least get over it.
Yeah. So, to paint the picture, so it's just past midday. The birds are still flocking. The forest is unusually quiet. You find a nice clearing in the woods where there are mushrooms growing because of the sunlight and the shadows of the tree. A bunch of fallen trees are down in this area, as well as a little pond with fresh water to drink. All seems peaceful as you guys set up your camp and prepare to rest. There's plenty of mushrooms that you are presumed safe to eat, fresh water, and a nice clearing so you guys can see anything coming around. How would you like to spend the rest of your evening before you guys head off to bed?
How do you get rid of lines?
I got it.
Would you stop messing with stuff?
I'll be good.
Alright, I'm sorry, what's going on?
Basically, you guys are set up a nice little camp. You got a couple hours or so till you guys are getting ready to go to bed and rest up the night here. How would you guys like to spend that few hours? You guys want to play games at camp? You guys want to
I
do
said we
something
go on a
else?
patrol.
So he wants to patrol a little bit. Okay.
I kind of want to study the mushrooms.
Smart.
You want to what?
Study the mushrooms?
Study the mushrooms? Okay.
So you're thinking study them just in case.
Do anything?
No, because they look cool.
All right.
Could be poisonous or.
So you're wanting to study mushrooms. He's going to go on patrol, so he'll go over here and patrol a little bit. What do you guys wish to do? Arden and Nala, you guys just going to sit there and prepare food? Or are you guys going to go do something?
Well, you prepare food. Do we have any vegetables and stuff to go with anything?
No. You just got
Well-
meat right now.
Well, you make the meat. I'm gonna go find some veggies that we can add with this. So I'm gonna sneak my little butt away somewhere to go find some veggies.
And so you're going off into the woods. Okay. So I will need a nature check from Arden and Flickering to see if you guys find anything. And then Stone, I will need a perception check. Yep.
Let me see.
I got 11.
Now, you're pretty sure these mushrooms are safe to eat. They seem like normal mushrooms that your family would cook.
I need a press.
That's
Oh.
You pressed the wrong one.
Oh, frick. Ignore that. That's not what I did. Which one?
Perception.
This one?
No, that's performance.
That's the one I pressed.
No, you put from performance.
14.
I got an 11 as well.
Alright, so you find some nice berries and stuff. Not really a lot of veggies growing in the forest, but some berries and stuff that you could.
Okay, well I'm gonna get myself a nice bit of trail mix. I'm sure I got something I can carry it in, like a
Satchel?
thing of cloth or something.
Like a satchel?
Well, I gotta have a thing of cloth. So I gotta float a decent amount around.
Yeah. That works.
Oh.
Alright, so what was his
Okay.
perception check?
14.
He notices there are some animal tracks on the trails leading up ahead that appear like dogs or some similar stuff to that, and some deer tracks. But he doesn't see any signs of any crazy animals or anything. So the day passes on. You guys are cooking yourselves a nice meal. You got some meat and some trail mix, so everybody eats very healthy. And the night gets ready to, or the sun is just fully setting, and you guys are talking about how you guys are going to do your sleeping arrangement. How would you like to do that? Does anybody want to stay awake and watch out for stuff? Does anybody care to take watches, or are you just all going to go to sleep?
I'm just gonna watch. Yeah.
All right, what? You're both talking at the same time.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the second.
Okay.
Whenever you take watch, I guess I'll take watch.
All right. So first, second, third watch, we got it all figured out. All right. So the night sets. Everybody falls asleep except for Flickering, and you hear some rustling in trees and stuff, but nothing to be too concerned about. Sounds like some little animals running around, probably raccoons or something like that. Nothing gets close enough to camp that you feel threatened. Alright, Stone's up for watch. Roll me a perception.
9.
Alright, so
Also gonna nibble me some food.
you hear some rustling in bushes and stuff, and you start to feel a little uneasy, but you can't tell if something's actually coming after you. So you sit there and you listen to it, and it seems to be getting closer and closer, but still you don't feel super threatened. Until out of the woods, slightly behind you, you hear a big rustling, and out pops a wolf towards your camp. And it stands about right here, just about 10 feet away from you, growling at you. What would you like to do?
You're awake? I hope.
Okay, then.
You're on watch.
Oh, come on! You leave me with the wolf? Fine.
You either have to wake us up or you have to deal with it.
I'll deal with it. I'll do animal handling. On the wolf, I guess. See what I get. Hey! We're not freaking look at all.
What do you get for animal handling?
You rolled a 1.
So, you can tell, looking at this thing, it's showing its teeth to you, and it's growling. And it's slowly limbering forward to come at you. Go ahead and roll initiative. Handling.
Yeah? I got a 16.
You got a
I got
what?
16.
16?
You guys fixed it.
Okay, I rolled.
I think he's the only one white, though.
Is he the only one rolling initiative?
You guys are all asleep.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Then I guess I'll use that for my next turn.
Alright, so the wolf lunges out and attacks him. Goes to bite him. And misses.
Can I try animal handling again?
Alright, what's he gonna do?
I'm gonna try animal handling.
Animal handling will just tell you how the animal's feeling. It doesn't calm them down. It doesn't do anything like that.
16. I'm just seeing what it feels right now.
It is definitely going to keep attacking you and try to kill you.
So angry and hungry, right?
Yep.
Roll. Roll.
Are you gonna wake up your friends? Or are you gonna let them sleep?
I'll let them sleep. So they have. I'll protect them still.
Are you going to attack it?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it this time. Okay, whose turn then? The wolf? Some people. It is a wolf.
Did you hear him?
No. It cut out.
Yeah.
Is it, whose turn is it?
Did you say 10?
I didn't roll yet. Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Okay, I roll great sword and I get 17.
17 is a hit.
Yes. Oh, this slap. I got a 9.
You hit it for 9?
Should I do a double roll
Nope.
or
Nope. You don't have bonus actions. See?
okay? Then what is this for? The 2D.
You got a great hand. You got a one-handed sword.
That sucks.
All right.
What is the wolf?
And then a
do?
wolf
Can-
from behind him barely misses him with a bite.
Yeah.
I might wake you guys up.
And then another wolf pops out from beside him.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake you up.
Barely misses as well. And then it's at the top of the order again with this fight. So the last wolf is going to go after him again.
Oh, come on.
Sure you don't want to wake anyone up? Or just wake now?
I have to wait for.
That one hits.
Oh frick! How much damage does it do, Dad? Oh wow!
For 7 damage.
Would we not hear this?
So, as this wolf bites him, he lets out a as the wolf bites onto his leg, loud enough that it wakes all of you up.
Okay, is it my turn, Dad?
Hang on, everybody's got to roll initiative now. That hasn't already.
Mine was an 18.
So that you take 7 damage, Dad.
Mine's an
19.
18.
Yours is
Yeah,
an
did I-
18. Okay.
Dad, did I take 7 damage?
Did you what?
Did I take 7 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Did everybody roll an 18?
I rolled an 18. She rolled a 19.
19? Okay.
I
What
rolled an
about you,
18.
Flickering? You rolled an 18?
Yeah.
So, Nala, you're up.
We all jumped up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all like, what the hell?
Yeah, pretty much grab the weapons and try to cleave a.
So which way you going? You gonna go down here past Flickering on the one that's already damaged? Or you're gonna go up here as the fairy flies into your hair and go after that one?
Go up.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and attack this one right here.
I'm at 8 health left.
Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
Okay. So with the first sword, that's a 6 damage.
Okay.
And then does a 12 hit?
12 hits.
Okay. And then 4 damage with the other one.
That thing is looking bad. Okay. Next is Arden.
Eldritch
Art
Blast.
Eldritch Blast again. You gonna attack the one that's already damaged here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta unlock your phone.
We got into a good situation, huh, Bridget?
Yeah.
3 wolves.
He's
Three.
pulling it up, his phone.
I knew one.
Another wolf came out.
Yep.
Sorry.
The first one hit me.
I was dealing with the little one.
You're good. There's 3 wolves now.
Does a 23 hit?
23 definitely hits.
Yeah. We have to
3 damage.
Again, a burst of light as the thing just falls over dead.
You stared at it and it died.
This is gonna be a running joke in this campaign, isn't it?
Apparently.
Alright, Flickering, you're up.
Okay. So I attack with my short sword.
Which one are you going after and how are you doing it?
Slashing motion.
This one here? So
I
do you want to
can't-
squeeze up behind it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You're in behind it. All right, go ahead and swipe at it then, and see what you do.
I rolled a 20 on the die.
Nice, crit. So roll your damage and then add your sneak attack as well. But this one's focused on stone right now.
Okay. How do I roll my sneak attack with my...
So you roll your damage and then you roll your sneak attack. Your sneak attack's just a d6, I believe.
I got a 15. Then I got a 2 on my sneak.
All right. So basically what happens, Flickering Flame jumps up, grabs her sword, runs up behind this wolf, takes both of her swords, drives it deep into the wolf's back, and it just sits there and bleeds as it dies. Another wolf down, there's only one more to go, and Stone, you're up.
Wait, I thought there were 2 wolves.
There are 2 wolves now,
Two
but
ones.
2's dead, so now there's 1.
Okay, let me see. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. What is it?
What's going on, Morph?
Okay.
Welcome to the game.
He got a 15.
15 is a hit.
You hit it.
He said 15 doesn't hit.
No, he said 15 is a hit.
Okay, if 15's a hit, then boink. 9.
Doing pretty good.
9 damage.
How much do you think?
So, Stone getting hit by that one wolf fills the hatred for these things growing deeper. He takes out his great sword, swings to his side, and severs the head to the wolf next to him. They are all now dead.
Apparently he throws his head back and roars.
Roars. Alright, that might scare away all the other creatures for the rest of the night then. Pretty good. Alright, so
I use my knife to cut its skin
now
off.
everything is dead. You guys are good. You guys can continue your watch. Does Nala and Ardent want to sleep some more? Or are you guys going to let Stone sleep?
Don't sleep.
Stone should sleep.
Stone should sleep? Alright. So we'll go ahead and heal Stone all the way back up. He'll complete his long rest. Alright, so Stone's back up to full health. And then you guys are good to rest. As you guys are keeping watch, do you guys want to process the wolves for more rations?
Load it up with-
What did you say?
You two that are still awake. Do you guys want to spend the time while you guys are on watch preparing these wolves for more rations?
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well.
Alright, since there's 3 wolves, we'll go ahead and give you guys each about another 10 rations then. So you should all be approximately at 29 rations now. You guys
Do
are
wanna
good
keep
for a
the
while.
belt as well.
Would you like to keep the pelts?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Alright, I will let you roll either a performance or nature, whichever one's higher, to take the pelts off.
Nature. Oh, I nat 20'd that one. Does that
Okay,
count?
yep, you got the pelts. You are good. You have 3 very pristine, perfect condition pelts.
How many?
3.
Okay. So are we splitting those up at all, or?
They're asleep. You guys did it. It's up to you guys. They're asleep.
Oh, okay. I'll just keep them.
Yes. And then how much rations do we get?
If you divide them up evenly, you should all be at 29 by the end of the day. After you guys would eat one for dinner, which would have took you down to 29, or 19, and then you guys found 10 apiece, so
Which are right pristine.
29 total. Alright, the night goes on. That loud roar and the chaos of battle kind of made the forest around you seem awful quiet for your guys' watch. Not a hardly a sound except for maybe a small creature scurrying in the woods. So the night passes on, you guys get all your short rest in, so everybody's healed up, spell slots, everything are good. and then you set off towards the keep the next morning.
Okay. Did I heal back to full health? Or
What?
did I heal back to full health?
Yeah, you're back to full health.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys are walking towards the keep, you guys are talking a little bit about the land and what you might know. You guys remember the queen's name is... Let me pull up my notes real fast to make sure I tell you guys this correctly.
My head.
So it's not really queen. She is a duchess because you guys aren't in a kingdom, you're in a realm. But it's Duchess Phelan Amora. And you guys remember the forest that you guys are in is called the Forest of Amora, or the governing power, basically. Yo, sir, appreciate that sub, sir. All right, so you guys are heading up to, I guess you can probably guess this, the Keep of Amora. So as you guys get there are 2 guards standing outside and a couple more guards standing up top, a little bit more fortified than what you're used to. And the guards ask what your guys' business are inside the keep.
So we were sent by the king from the village. Or the elders.
Which village were you sent from?
What was the village from? Yeah, what village were we sent from?
You don't remember?
Frisky Flay.
Does anybody remember?
No, he doesn't even remember my name. Forest of Amora?
Forest of Amora is where you are. You are located in a town of this forest. Do the other 2
okay.
remember?
No, I don't remember what town I'm from.
Hatch?
Wait, I don't.
No one remembers the town you guys were originally from. Oh, this is fun. So the guard looks at you and goes, if you don't know what town you are from, then how do I know you are not imposters?
It is south near the mountains.
What trade do you guys offer?
We offer the queen assistance in battle. He randomly hears a voice.
Didn't we still have at least that scroll with the map and shit?
Yeah, you might. You want to offer it to him?
Yeah.
Alright, so you show the guard this and goes, you guys must be the adventurers from Gamor. Yes.
Yeah, dragon farm?
Gamora.
Amora. There's a lot of Amoras in this. You guys are realizing, since the theme here, maybe it has something to do with all the elven heritage.
Can we say it's atrocious?
Alright, so you show the guard, he looks over the paperwork, thinks it's legit, told you guys to go in and wait inside the front gate. So as you guys go in, the gate lifts, you walk in, the gate instantly closes behind you, and after the gate closes, the 2 guards up top yell down, all clear! And then after that, the gates of the keep inside open up, and you see this lovely middle-aged, as in like maybe 50, which is still very young for elves, woman walk out of the keep. With her are 2 guards, one dressed in full plate that is shining bright silver, and one is wearing full chainmail and carrying a staff with a cross on the end of it as they walk towards you guys.
Did you just say she was only 50?
Yeah, she's young.
You realize that she's not an adult till she's 100.
Yeah, she's young.
And they live to be 750.
Yeah, she's very young for her age. What I just said, very young.
Oh, great.
And as she walks out and goes, you must be the adventurers that my mother sent for. Please, come inside and make yourselves at home.
I gotta keep myself from saying anything.
You guys can follow them in. As you walk in, there is a great dining table set up where hundreds of people can sit to your left and a full library to your right. Where would you guys like to wait?
I see the library. We can learn about the threats that we're up against.
One vote for the library. Everybody else want to wait in the library?
Sure, why not?
That's that idea.
All right. So you guys kind of gesture to the library. The guards walk you in there. They pull you into the library. The little elven girl turns around, walks out of the library. The door shut behind her with the two guards on the outside. And right as she's walking out, she says, "My mother will just be a moment." And she walks out. So you guys are sitting here looking around, all kind of books of anything you can imagine. And there's a giant table in the middle that looks like they were playing some type of chess in the middle of this library. And you guys can sit there. So I'll say you guys have probably 20 minutes roughly until the actual Duchess shows up. So what would you like to do with that 20 minutes?
Find a book that tells us about what's going on.
The Kialaku.
So you want to find a book on the Kinku?
Yeah, the Kinku.
The Kinku. Okay. What else do you guys want to do? That's one of you.
I'm just gonna wait.
You're just gonna wait?
Well, I know that maybe one day we'll be going to the swamplands, I would imagine, because that's where we keep hearing about all these bad things, right?
Well, the war was fought between you and the swampland centuries ago. And now you guys are kind of at peace with the governing kingdoms of it.
Okay, well, I need to know if there's any books that have maps of the swamp area, because I actually have, like, ink pen and stuff like that, an ink bottle.
Okay. So you're gonna try to find maps, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna make us copies of those maps.
Okay. So I will need a perception check from Ardent, perception check from Flickering Flame, and you're not gonna find a book on anything going on, otherwise they would have already know what's going on. For Stone. No one has a clue of what's going on.
What do you need me to do?
Roll a perception.
12.
12, okay.
Oh, 18.
No, 18, alright. So Ardent, you will definitely find a nice map of the swampy areas and maybe some of the surrounding areas. I will get those to you next game whenever I can fully make them, because I haven't made up detailed maps of the area yet, just kind of the overlay map. So I will get you those. Not a problem.
So should I just put in inventory swamp maps?
Yeah, that's fine. Swamp maps. That's not a problem. I will get you some more detailed layout maps of it. Will not be a problem at all. And then for you, Flickering, you find a book that talks about all the different races in the area. So one of the races is the Kinku. And what you can read about it, it says the Kinku has the ability to mimic any sound or voice that it ever hears. They're very intelligent creatures and very stealthy creatures.
So it's very obvious that somebody was behind the Kinku that was sent.
For what you could tell or presume, yes.
Or possessed and became an ancient creature.
Or it was possessed.
That's what Stone said.
It was possessed.
That's what Stone said.
I mean, I'm just agreeing, or it was possessed. All right. So about this time, as you guys are finishing all this stuff up, you know, he's quickly jotting down where he found those maps at, so he can get them back and everything out of the books. The Duchess swings the doors open, and she's with two even bigger guards than what the younger elf woman was. And this woman, Duchess,
What it slowly comes from your
so Duchess
mouth.
Phelan Amora is her name. She is approximately 375 years old, elven woman with long, flowing gray hair, very skinny. Walks in and says, "More people to join my militia, I presume. I hear that you guys come from the lands in the south, and we're having some issues of your own. Care to elaborate on what you guys have seen?"
Yeah. So much about this.
You're cutting out really bad, whoever's talking.
Yeah.
Hello.
Stone's cutting out really bad.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What if the queen imprisoned us?
Okay. So we go ahead and give her a side-by-side note of everything that's happened to us so far by the river.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
and we tell her about how the Kiku said what it said, and how we are thinking that it was controlled by somebody else or possessed by somebody else.
By a ghost. Or the
Okay.
ghost for revenge.
So she listens to your guys' recollection and goes, "Yes, I've been hearing all kind of strange reports like this across both our land and Brudit's land across the bridge." She goes, "Very strange." And she also has really seemed kind of caught on the fact about you guys being attacked by wolves. And she goes, "Did the wolves seem out of the ordinary?"
Yeah.
Did the wolf seem out of the ordinary to you?
What I thought was right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how when I attacked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
More showed up, like times two. But I thought it was pretty weird. Maybe another.
The more he attacked it, the more wolves showed up.
Yeah.
Because, well, wolves do travel in pack. We've been getting strange reports from the wildlife, not seeming to be acting like itself. Some usually docile creatures are attacking people on sight. I'm afraid to say it, but I definitely think there's some major thing going on affecting the wildlife. And just yesterday, we've got the worst report of all. Just outside the keep, to the north, our cemetery, where we've laid down all of our dead soldiers, somehow there has been a tree dropped from the ground within a day, and it's starting to take over the land.
What is it? Dark druids or something?
That is what we fear, is it might be the work of some dark druid. But we don't have proof yet. But I don't know anything else that possesses magic like this. So I don't know what we're dealing with. And then she looks at you guys and goes, "Please, stick around here for a day or two and train. And then go out and investigate the catacombs for us." Would you be willing to do this?
As long as we don't have to deal with necromancers. Nobody likes necromancers.
I haven't seen the dead rise at all. But there's definitely something that I fear for our safety in the land. So do you guys agree to help her out?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so with that being said, you guys will train here for a couple days. You guys are going to advance to level 2 before we continue our next session. And this is where we're going to end tonight's adventure. Appreciate all my players for hanging out, having some fun. I am now going to mute myself on Discord real fast, finish talking to the audience a little bit about some behind the scenes work going on that you do not know.
Got it.
Well, well, well. What an adventure. They made their way to the keep, fought off some needle blight and some wolves and boars to get food. The adventurers are just on their way, but what can await them? Only time will tell. But right now, we're going to take it back to that Kenku that disappeared, who is now in a hidden lair with his master, who is a little gnome rock druid that is standing before him. Why? Why did you let them get to my water? That was my water. And the Kenku just kind of backing down, taking his little feathers, covering up his face, trying not to get hit. Yes, we must stop them. Don't worry. The seed has already been planted, and the tree has already grown. We may stop them at our next stop. Maybe the tree's power can put an end to them before they find us. And with that, guys, that will conclude today's session. We will see you guys all on our next adventure into Othlossis. Thank you so much, and as we always say, keep it toxic, keep on gaming, and we'll see you guys next time.